In this deeply personal and poignant video, you will hear the raw and unfiltered words of a man grappling with the end stages of COPD. His voice, though strained by the relentless battle with his condition, resonates with an intensity that is both powerful and moving. Each word he utters is a testament to his enduring spirit, a voice from the brink of mortality that speaks volumes more than any action could. This is not just a glimpse into his struggle, it's an intimate journey into the heart of resilience, courage, and the human will to keep fighting. Join us as we bear witness to his extraordinary journey and find inspiration in the strength of his words.
I don't ever let people see this side of me, but I feel I'm being kind of selfless or self-centered, or I just feel people should see it. So here you go. My words aren't meant to disrespect anyone. This is me recording myself in a 17th century graveyard while being fully exacerbated. Very, very low O2 stats. Here you go. Hope it helps somebody. Pursed lip breathing. In 3. Out 6. I just don't shut up by this stuff. I feel as important as all my messages are. Anybody with COPD that don't think they can do this might want to see this. So if you know anybody that has COPD, end stage or not, you can feel it when your life force starts coming back. You start getting dizzy. Your thinking is one of the first things to go. So whatever you were worried about, who's around or what you're doing at the time, the more hypoxic you get, the harder it is to think. That's why when we go somewhere and people are like asking me if I'm okay, and once I start talking, they're like, well, man, you wasn't saying nothing. I didn't know. It's because if you want to get back to normal levels, you can't think. You have to choose to focus on breathing or focus on whatever is around you. External source. I'm itching really bad now. Because I got hypoxic. Good now, though. If you know somebody's got COPD, though, most people don't have my bad cases I do as young as I am. That's why I don't have to have my oxygen all the time. I should have it now. I didn't realize I was going to do all this. I have 16% lung function. Less than 15, you can get a transplant. 70-some% of people who smoke, when they find out they have this disease, no matter how bad it is, continue to smoke. Well, I quit. Even pot. That's why I eat cookies. And through this tragedy, I have learned to appreciate every breath I can take. Because, you know, so some people, kind of like these people, I'm sure there's people in here that didn't make it to 44 years old. So for me to bitch about not being able to live another minute is wasting every minute I got. I'm not saying that to be profound. I'm saying that because that's what I found to be the truth. Life is beautiful. I'm saying that from a state of hypoxia as a terminal man at 44 who didn't do nothing no different than other good people my age. Like most of them are still doing it. I'm not mad at them. I'm not even spiteful. I just wish them good health. I hope they do get away with doing that thing, whatever it is. Not like saying I hope they health-wise. What I try to do when I get that way is just picture something beautiful. Don't worry about, oh, are them people over there going to be worried, or will I come back from it this time, or all the worries that seem to plague you in the moment of distress, or really it's like a moment of damn, I can't think of the right word, tragedy, chaos, or panic. In a moment of panic when an existential, life-threatening event is happening, it's very easy to lose control and react in a way that is not with clarity. It's panicking can cause so many like muscle memory type of reactions. Can't be the right word. Can cause you to react sporadically, or I'll come up with one, y'all. Anyway, you don't make the right decision. You panic, you upset, and one decision may spiral into death, or several other bad decisions that even hurt other people. If I start having this attack and keep driving, somebody's with me and I hurt them, that's in my case what could happen. So that's the only thing I actually did wrong. I caught myself passing out the wheel a couple times before my wreck in 2018. But this is what caused it. I was on my way to work, and just passed out. I woke up. I didn't remember any pain. I'm lucky. I don't remember that pain. I remember the pain of the 3 months I was in the hospital after that. So much pain to where I've never thought about suicide. I say that is, and I've never thought about actually doing it. Because I thought about in the hospital when I couldn't speak, when I had to write on a piece of paper like to the nurses, what do? I got shit, poop. They said, just go, we got you. I knew then. It didn't take much common sense to figure it out. Damn, I'm pretty bad. And that's when I thought I just woke up. You know, my family told me that I had been out 11 days. That put it in perspective even more. The first thing I did though, when I remember a few times like looking up at the ceiling, but I couldn't come to consciousness really. I was just kind of looking and like, what the fuck's going on, you know? Like the Matrix or something. I mean, I'm full of morphine and shit too. by the way. I had them take my morphine pump and, of course, still bring me Percocet. But I had them take it from me before they come and got it. I've never been hooked on any kind of heroin or nothing. I've done it all. But I was more of a meth, and I didn't like cocaine. It's really just meth. I'm still on meth, by the way. Not crystal meth. And not meth at all. I take Adderall. I take Adderall because they gave me these pain pills when this wreck happened. And I have been hooked on those really bad. That's an opiate. Same thing as heroin. I guess I have been hooked on heroin really bad. Because you see, the government just puts that name on it. They keep changing the name, from damn our Dilaudid, Quaalude to Oxycontin to there's another one, or Roxycontin to hydrocodone to Percocet. They're all synthetic heroin, every one of them. I've said it before, the government is the biggest drug dealer there is. And they're in cahoots with the church. Say what you want. I'm not saying church people are bad. I'm saying at the top of the soldiers ain't bad either. Do you trust the generals in the military? If it was your kids ever sent over there? Yeah, let's think on that one. I will let you think on that one. Not in a smart aleck way. Really, think on that. Because while your family church may be good, your preacher may be good, everything in your church may be good, that message is a lie. Jesus Christ was a rebel. Jesus Christ was born in the Middle East. He couldn't have been white. Everything about their story is chauvinistic, for one, very much male-oriented, dominated. Even to where God needed to take a man's risk to make a woman, really. I don't think God needs anything to do whatever God wants to do. I've never understood why everything personal, our love lives, things, you have problems, you talk to your friends or whatever, but we don't go joining big congregations to talk about personal things. And the most personal of personal things is your relationship with your Creator. Because you don't need an interpreter. You've got automatic Wi-Fi. It's called prayer, what they name it, or meditation. Whatever you want to label it, it's the same thing. It's like saying depression. Well, that's something you can't see either, but it's real. Mental health. Hard to label it. Yet everybody on the planet labels it different names. But yet, it's the same. It's no different with God. And I'm not even going to put the He reference on God. Because God is obviously everything. Good, bad, male, female. Wait, God can't be bad. Well, God put bad here. Why would you say that, Danny? Well, then, if I didn't just come back from that sickness and have this profound moment, how would I understand what it was like not to feel sick? If I didn't get angry while I go about the cemetery, how would I know what it was like to feel humble and forgiving? If I wasn't understanding, then I wouldn't question anything. Because I wouldn't have to understand, because I would have an interpreter to tell me everything I needed to know. How to walk, how to talk, how to dress. Even though your neighbor over there that lives in the same neighborhood, their interpreter's telling them different. And their interpreters arguing with each other over who's right on what they're telling them to do. And this is the system that we have been raised to believe in, all of us. So it's hard to well, my mom said, their mom. Yes, this cycle has been perpetuating for a long time. So yeah, it's sad to say that our families have been, a member of a cult, but yet talk to stigmatize everything that could question this cult. Even call out other cults. Now, I don't know what the exact definition of a cult is. But when you have an organization that's making money off of people and want you to bow down and worship them in any name, it's terrible. It's just most cults either call it aliens or they're doing it for some nefarious reason. This cult is the biggest in the world, and they're doing it in the name of good. Because they know, right? They know everybody else is wrong. Because they have some kind of machine telling them that. The true Christians, the first ones, they got weeded out and buried. All got finalized at the Council of Nicaea. I don't know that. I wasn't there. I just know that that makes a lot more sense. And the proof's in the pudding. Okay? So you believe every word that Bible says. Well, now, which Bible are we talking about? Are we talking about the current Bible, or are we talking about the one that's was original, or are we talking about the oldest one we can think of, or because they've been edited many, many times? I mean, if you don't believe that, then you know Mary Magdalene was the biggest part of the story. My God, she witnessed the resurrection. All the apostles said Mary was Jesus' favorite. But yet the church labels her a whore and says her word wasn't good enough to be in the Bible. Because there is a book of Mary Magdalene. There's a book of Thomas. Thomas walked with Jesus where Jesus told him, hey, men don't see the Garden of Eden right in front of them. Not to look to the sky for it'll precede you. Not to look to the oceans it'll precede you. Not to look outside at all. For the kingdom of heaven is within you. You just have to access it. Just like any preacher in the world will tell you. Follow your heart. God's in your heart. Accept Jesus into your heart. But you ain't got to accept nothing. And you don't need to be saved. Because your loving Creator has already saved you. He gave you this mind to think with. To think for yourself and question the authorities who, for who knows how long, have told us how to live, how to think. And stigmatize what they want us to think is bad. And use fear and threaten with your life to do it. Because after all, you're going to burn in a pit of fire if you don't do it right. And they start their story with, there was a war in heaven. And a third of everybody there agreed with one faction. Well, that's almost 50%. So, in that story, that I don't believe, if it's correct by what the Christian church says, well then, if a third of the angels sided with Lucifer, and he was the best angel, that means God was a pretty fucking bad coordinator. And heaven can't be perfect if there was a war. I could say that because that's not my God or your God. Because whether you believe in God or not, He believes in you. There you go, turn that around on you. Now, whether you believe in that fairy tale or not is up to you. Or you can go with your heart, your intuition, the language of God, which ain't in words. If it was, there wouldn't be different languages. I don't think God's got to use a Rosetta Stone to talk to us. No, instead it's called intuition. It's called your gut feeling. The one thing everybody on this planet shares, no matter what language or creature, what you believe or don't believe, if you're good or bad, everybody's got a gut feeling. Science, mythology, religion, the best philosophers in the world, nobody can explain what that gut feeling is. Now, whoever made that gut feeling, they are a good coordinator. You don't need to be saved. Save yourself. That's what God wants you to do. It's obvious. Listen to that gut. Even if what stands in front of you is a badge or a cross or a damn chainsaw. If you think it feels wrong, you're right. Because, after all, who knows you better than you? Or do you know yourself? Danny Lee, OGT. Breaking down stigmatism. Bringing awareness to mental health. Tearing down the veils that paint this canvas of life. Epica, baby. I don't have to quote Tool. Much love, respect. Peace to y'all. Love and understanding. Fuck mind control. I control my mind. Love you.